What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and welcome back to a brand new series of Age of Wonders 4. Now, we have played Age of Wonders 4 before. We have completed the original, the very first story realm, the vanilla story realm, no DLC. And so now that we finished that, we do have the first expansion pass, which, as you can see, there are 2 more story realms to be played, as well as some premium challenge realms. But we haven't checked out any of the original story realms or challenge realms yet. So that's what this series, this playlist is going to be about. We are going to be going through the scenarios, through the challenge realms. We'll probably include the DLC in these in this series as well, just all of the challenge realms combined into one playlist. But we will be doing a separate playlist in the future from our original story realm, and have their own playlist for the DLC story realms. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with the first one, which is going to be the Crystallized Sands. Now, we're not going to do too much editing here. I kind of want to just play the challenge realms for how they are, see what they're like. If we look here, we have barren oceans, contested landmasses separated by uninhabitable deserts where sandstorms rage. This realm consists of several large landmasses separated by oceans of uninhabitable deserts. Each empire shares a landmass with 1 or 2 other empires. Uninhabitable desert provinces are affected by sandstorms. All surface combat in these provinces are affected by blinding sandstorm. What is that? 60% chance of units suffering from blind. Units in these provinces suffer blinding sandstorm, mutually exclusive with the hostile seas. This is a desert realm. Desert provinces are common. Arctic, highlands, temperate, and desolate provinces are absent. Forest province are rare. Wetlands provinces are absent, exclusive with Arctic and volcanic eruptions. Magic origins. Astral influence on this realm makes creatures of a magic origin unusually common. And mana crystals grow more easily on this realm, making them unusually abundant. Now we have small, medium, large, or very large. This is the default map size with players spaced evenly around the map, allowing for early player interactions. I think I'm going to start with large, kind of see how that goes. And since we're boosting up the map size, I think I might try to boost it to 7 players. I feel like that scales well. We'll try it. We'll see how this goes. This first challenge realm, just to see how it is with all these custom settings, is going to be some experimentation. However, we can finally play on brutal difficulty. We played the entire first story realm on hard difficulty. Brutal wasn't available to us. But I want to face overwhelming odds and earn my triumph. So we will be playing on brutal difficulty. We do have some advanced settings here. So we can choose the realm traits. We can choose what factions there are. Realm content. Game flow. Combat. But I think we're just gonna play with the default settings with a few customized. I would like to save this custom realm.
Your journey.
What does that do?
Here.
Saving the custom realm. I guess we'll see at a later time. Now we are going to be creating our own faction. We do have a bunch of cool lords to choose from. Obviously, we could play as one of the characters from the story realm or one of the characters we've already made. But the whole point of doing this is to check out factions, cultures, and races that we haven't before. And now, I kind of want to, if they're available, make these factions so that they seem to fit well with the scenario that we're doing. And since we are playing on a desert map, I figured it would be a great time to check out the felines. Desert adaptation, moving around and settling in desert areas becomes easier, great for mobile hit and run tactics. Units move faster in combat and useful for approaching enemy ranged units. Let's check out the felines.
What is their origin culture?
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, we still have aristocracy to do, but that's nature affinity. I feel like that doesn't really mesh well with the desert. Governs the energies of life, promoting growth and revitalization. It is associated with farming, druidism, and control over the living world. We've done high, we've done barbarian, we've done industrious. We also have the cult of tyranny. Your people value strength, tyranny as virtue, and privilege for those who prove their might. Units weaken enemy status resistance through aura of tyranny and exploit vulnerability. Capture heroes to control free cities through hostage diplomacy. -1 Whispering Stone. Gain city stability when executing heroes in your prison. And unique city structures provide greatly increased gold at the cost of city stability. Now, we did just do a dark faction with the goblins. We chose the Cult of Death. So what I'm thinking is we do with either attunement or summoning. So we have attunement. Your people are versatile spellcasters attuned to the arcane. We gain attunement star blades. Okay, when a spell is cast, we gain +1 damage based on the affinity of the spell. Collect astral echoes through exploration and research. Special resources gained through astral echo pickups, only visible to and collectible by rulers of certain mystic subcultures. This resource is used for echo casting by the Mystic School of Attunement. This resource is used for echo infusion. Echo casting replaces casting points, letting the user cast beyond the limit their casting points would otherwise allow. An Echo Infusion, empower magic origin units, granting them additional ranks. Or, we can go summoning. Your people are powerful summoners specializing in magical creatures. Magic origins gain astral resonance. When a friendly spell is cast, this unit is healed by 10 temporary hit points. We also have the Astral Echoes, Echo Infusion, and Astral Connection. +1 defense and +1 resistance, while adjacent to a friendly magic origin. I kind of feel like summoning would be cool. Astral Resonance. So we get the heal, or we get the extra damage based on the off the affinity. I do feel like felines would be all about like damage, like quick hits, quick damage, critical strikes. Who else do we still have to play as?
What is your people's
Halflings, I feel like, would be a good faction, or the Toadkin would be a good faction to do, like the feudal nature one. And then Mulkin, these guys are more like tanks, aren't they?
What is their origin culture?
I think I'm gonna go for attunement.
What defines their society?
Okay, so we have mana addicts. They have embraced magic to a degree few can match, gaining more than most from its prowess, but becoming dependent on its marvel in return. All units gain mana addicted. When a friendly combat spell is cast, this unit gains lifesteal. This unit suffers -5 morale at the end of its turn if no combat spell was cast this turn. Provinces with mana resource nodes grant +10 city stability. Start with an extra battle mage unit or support unit. Now this early game, this is going to be kind of tough because we're not going to start off with a lot of mana. So we're going to face a lot of morale issues early game, but late game when we're casting spells all the time, and especially since the scenario has a lot of resource nodes, I feel like mana addicts could be really cool. Plus we got this trait from the Pantheon. Seems fitting. They know knowledge is power, and power demands respect. Unlocking a new research skill grants allegiance. Unlocking a new tome grants relation. Gain 10 knowledge income for each empire you have open borders with. Cities and provinces have 2 vision range. Scout units have Camouflage. Outposts start with the Watchtower upgrade. Damage spells gain 10% damage. Battle mage units and support units provide 5 combat casting points. I'm pretty sure we've done powerful evokers before, but that does seem to make sense. Let's see what else we have. Unit enchantment research costs minus 40% knowledge to unlock, and unit enchantments cost minus 30%. Okay. Summoning spells cost minus 50% mana to cast. That would be nice if we went the summoning route. Cities gain plus 15% knowledge, food, production, and 20 city stability income when their domain does not border the domain of any other city or outpost. Grievances inflicted by other empires encroaching on your territory are increased by 100%. Start with an additional 100 Imperium. Gifted casters? Ooh, that's kind of hard not to go to. Or Ancient Wise Ones would be nice. Gifted casters for the extra casting points in combat spells costing minus 20%. Plus we start with an extra spell unlocked. I think I'm gonna go with those two. Mana addicts and gifted casters.
Choose your first tome of magic.
So we have Materium and Nature split. We have Nature and Chaos split. We have Shadow and Astral split. That Constrictor looks sick. Conjure Tentacle. I would kind of like to check this out, but I don't want to get into DLC content until we're ready to dive fully on in. We have the Channeling Tower, 10 mana, 3 mana per adjacent conduit, or this gives no buildings. So Phantasm Warrior, Staves of Warding, support abilities of enchanted units grant 2 bolstered resistance. Invulnerable, negative status effects removed. Immune to all damage. Inscribes magical wards onto the target race. And another within 3 hexes. Static shield. Attackers have a 60% chance of becoming stunned. A unit enchantment for lightning damage and a chance to electrify. Fulmination. Damage and electrify. Lightning damage and extra damage against electrified units. Lesser Storm Spirit that has Charge Strike, Evoker. And all units sustain 20 lightning damage. All units suffer minus 1 lightning protection. I kind of feel like Evocation. We said that we were going to kind of be all about damage here.
What is your ruler's origin?
Whoa! So now we have the Dragon Lord and the Eldritch Sovereign available. Very cool. We will be playing as a Wizard King. Have access to unique combat spell enhancing hero skills. Conduits grant mana. Start with an extra combat and map casting points. Channeling Ritual in combat and Wizard Governors.
Reveal yourself.
Okay. I feel like we have to go Elementalist here. Just makes sense. And then we will go with a Lightning Orb. We never really do female characters. Let's do it. Ooh, I kind of like the black. That's cool. I still kind of like the gray. Yeah, the black's cool. Skin decoration. Although this would kind of be cool if we do like the silver. And then... Ooh, the leopard print? Yeah, that's cool. Then we can have some white and black. I like that. We'll do that. Eye color's fine. Hairstyle. I like it. All black hair. And for the outfit, we are like a caster. Although that is super cool. That's cool too. What gives like good casting vibes? This is cool. With the desert vibes. This kind of gives wizard desert vibes. We got some armor. I like it. Could do a helmet if we wanted to. That does get rid of the hair. That's so crazy. The crown is cool. That helmet's sick. I think that's the new one we just got. I like this helmet. What do we get this from? I don't know what that is. Maybe from completing? I like the crown. I might do none here. I want to do something kind of simple, but I don't like all the phasing. Like the hair phases through, the tail phases through. I suppose this one isn't bad though. I like the little like scarf thing going on. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do the black armor. Brown horses. Armor color. Ooh. Okay, we can have the beetles. We can have the alligators, saber-tooths, bears. I feel like the saber-tooth just makes sense. Cat on cat action. I feel like these guys kind of make sense too, because we're like desert. The lizards. I'll stick with the sabers though. The sabers are cool. I guess we'll dive into a little bit of DLC content. Okay, we are Astral Affinity. I feel like this is kind of cool. The eye gives me Egyptian vibes.
What is your
That's not what I wanted. Okay, thank goodness that didn't reset everything. Alrighty, I think this is gonna be it. This is our starting faction. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Your journey.
The Astral Lady, I think Empress just makes sense here. Feline Mystics I like, Manahold I like. Univa. Anu Archmage. Anu Archmage. I like it. Let's finally get this started. fending off astral sea monsters. It's an interesting load screen. Or, loading message. Let's see how brutal difficulty goes. See how our map settings are. I'm excited for this. Magic Shield, bolstered defense and bolstered resistance for 3 turns. Fulmination, Astral Divination. Create and reveal new astral echoes and provinces near your domain. Alright, we got our scout here. We already start with some mana pickups. There's some astral echoes. Right off the rip.
You have gained your first astral echo. This unique resource is used by School of Attunement mystics for echo casting.
Astral echoes are obtained from astral echo pickups and by researching new skills.
Through echo casting, you can cast spells even when you lack sufficient casting points.
Combat spells indicate it in their cost when astral echoes are needed to cast a spell. This is automatic once you run out of combat casting points. World spells can be manually accelerated by clicking the button on the top left of the priming spell. Cool. Okay, yeah, a ton of mana nodes. What's our map look like? Okay, we're kind of in the bottom left corner here. That's probably the direction we want to stay in. What kind of stuff do we have by us? It said that we were separated by large, like, seas of uninhabitable desert. That'll be interesting. I wonder who we have in here with us. Lightning Torrent. We already have a damage spell. Let's get a summon spell going. Let's continue scouting out. See what else we might have in the area. Okay, we have a free gold mine. And then we have an iron deposit. We have 2 mana nodes we can see. 2 spell shields and a soother. We have a soother, and 2 arcanus, and an arcane guard. In terms of building, we probably want to start with the storehouse, I would say. Forester farm. Probably pick up this farm right away. And we can't get a forester anytime soon, so yeah, let's start with the storehouse, because we can't get that boosted for a little bit. Let's go ahead and head on into the first fight. Grab some mana. Then we'll decide what unit we want to recruit. First battle, we're gonna fight it. You guys have a ton of range, huh? Alright, which means you guys can sit right in the middle. Damage. A miss. Alright, let's see how this goes. They are gonna have that stunning flash, which could be bad. Stun 2 of our units off rip. They are wasting their heal, which is good. It's a good start. Okay. Sundered resistances. I think I am gonna cast a spell early on. I mean, to be fair, that was only 6 mana. Wasn't bad at all. And now we can get some extra damage in here. Nice, and we got the lifesteal going. We could go ahead and pop it again if we really wanted to. Maybe it's best we just do the damage here. Knock him down another entity. We're gonna have a heal available next turn. That hurts. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. We gonna lose him already? We did. Okay, first unit down. Alright, we gotta take this guy out first. That's for sure. Because now we can do solid damage here. A graze. We don't necessarily need to heal yet. You are gonna take that retaliation. But otherwise you're not gonna be able to attack. Alright, you should be fine. We shouldn't lose anybody else. We did lose some morale, but I want to at least save some mana. Alright, if you can finish here. Do some decent damage here. And what we can do is a soothing breeze. Trying to make sure we don't lose any more. I'm gonna go for the 65 to get one extra attack. If we can hit all 3, it was worth it. That morale drop is insane. Well, at least this makes it easy to decide what we're going to recruit first. It's gonna be another melee unit. I kind of want to get my Soother leveled up since they're my rank 2. So I'm going to allow you to get the Killing Blow. Very nice. First combat won, but we did go ahead and lose a unit already. The Frost Great Axe and 70 mana. We can't quite reach. Let's get the Arcane Guard going. You have a Zephyr Archer, which is nuts. Everything else, not too bad. Maybe, although you have the Dominate, you have the Convert. That makes you kind of tough. Meaning apprehensive Helix Hold? Seer Xylane Miraculous of the free city of Helixhold greets you nervously, as if they might invoke your wrath at any given moment. Well met, Anu Archmage. We feline mystics of Helixhold, have heard many stories about the torment of shadows you went through and the power you wield. We hate to imagine what you forsook to earn it. Hopefully you will curb any potential power-hungry tendencies as you make your way through these lands. You guys are neutral, you have astral and nature affinity. We'll give you a Whispering Stone. More felines, we'll take it. But that does kind of mean that we'll be in a race here for this mana node. You already have 2 heroes, 2 arcane guards. You have astral echoes there. We should probably get at least 1 turn of replenishment. And this looks like about the edge of the map over here. Do you have a watchtower in this area? Okay. Yeah, you're gonna sit here for a turn. Then we're gonna move into here to pick up that mana. Just waiting for things to get done. Alright. Let's take on these guys. We'll do manual combat. And now we have a pretty good amount of mana. So we're going to make sure that we're using it. Especially if they all group up. Perfect. That kind of split. Oh, duh, we can't use our magic yet. It's the first turn. Wow. I'm very surprised that they could reach from there. Okay, we get high cover here. Let's go ahead and pop this. Because now we get the lifesteal. You guys get cover here. Graze. Double graze. We're gonna move you back a little bit. And we're gonna heal. And then hit here. See if maybe we can't isolate this unit. A lot of our guys are in cover. Hopefully they get some nice missed shots here. They just took bleed, which is great. They missed that shot. You're in high cover. 1 miss. 2 miss. Awesome. And you're gonna go after my soothers. Which isn't the end of the world. Can't hit both of them, sadly. Can go magic shield if we want. How much does this cost? 3 mana? That's not bad at all. Oh my goodness, look at that damage now. The Graze is still able to finish though. That's nuts. Alright, let's get you into cover. Pop you there. We're gonna get you onto high ground to hit here. And then you have 90s. Well, this is going quite swimmingly. Yeah, that high cover is huge. I don't think we need to waste another spell. Should be able to finish this fight. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Let's go. Not too horrible. We got some level ups as well. We got some mana. Alright, what are we starting off with here? Frost, flames, or storms. Now we're already gonna get a bunch of chances to electrify. Sunder defenses. Slowed and frozen could be huge. And then a chance to stun. Attacks and debuff abilities inflict one status vulnerability, could be fire. Yeah, I kind of like this and focused. I'm gonna grab one more damage spell at least. And then I'm gonna pull you back into our territory to fully heal. Then we'll send our scout out first to see what's going on. And then I might bring you, actually, over here to clear these guys out. We do have to worry about the convert. Let's see what's going on through this way. Okay, we got a brigand camp over here. We do have a tower in this direction. Empire development skill. Casting a combat spell reduces the cost of all other combat spell types by 25% for 2 turns. Sounds pretty solid. I don't think we'll be spending our Imperium on much else right now, so that'll save us some mana in the long term. Plus, we're about to get some more mana here. Let's do this thing. So far, things aren't going too bad. I am worried about these guys. Oh, I did not mean to move you. You are a ranged attacker. That hurts. That actually hurts quite a bit. We can slow you off the rip. You can still get hit. A little bit of misclick action there. Double graze. Alright, this one might be a little more tough. Yeah, that dominate is super tough, dude. And he just flanked us. We could lose this one. I'm not gonna lie. This one's not feeling super great. I don't want to hit my own unit. And then we try to weaken this guy as much as possible. Got some lifesteal going on. Us not having the Soother's gonna heal him, isn't he? That's gonna suck. Son of a gun, dude. This might actually be really bad. Alright, you can potentially kill this unit. Only 50s. Okay, all hits though. And that gives us our Soother back. I still think we lose him. Son of a gun. We're gonna lose our hero off rip. Oh no. The morale's low. Please get a graze. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. That was so clutch. Alright, Soothers, finish the job. Oh my goodness. That was way too close for comfort. Way too close for comfort. Slippery Greaves, slip away is pretty nice, especially early on. You can definitely take those. Gives you a second chance when you take fatal damage. Alright, so we got the Brigand camp over here. We got the Arcane Guard now. We're gonna get the farm going to boost our population and expand as quickly as possible. You don't really care so much about the grievances. Let's get this healing going. You're gonna sit here for the turn. We get a free mana stash, nice. Earth shape sand. Okay, cool. Right off the rip, we can get sand. It looks like regular sand can give us quarries, so it's kind of the same here. Domain. Okay. I don't think grasslands bother us too much, so I don't think we need to use that for this first area, really. We want to keep these available for the foresters. Alright, I'm actually going to get one more Arcane Guard. We're really lacking melee units early on. Okay, another mana node. I think we kind of sit and relax for another turn. Unless their spirit is done. Lightning focus, +2 lightning damage, and a chance to electrify for our battle mage and support units. Oh, we get rewards for this as well. They can never die. +2 vision range for our scout units wouldn't be bad. Let's go ahead and get that first. Let's go ahead and end one more turn. Approaches you regarding a matter of research and philosophy. As a seer of the feline mystics, I am expected to write a journal to be added to our grand library. I have chosen to devote mine to the philosophies of the greatest god here on the realm. Of course, I immediately thought of the greatest empress in the realm, you. It would be an honor if you would share your ideologies with me. Please, Empress, share some of your wisdom with me so I can pass it on to my people. We gain city stability. We gain Imperium, or we gain alignment. To gain wisdom, we must advance the limits of the known. I don't really think that was too important, but let's go ahead and get Quickened Ritual. Because casting 2 spells in a turn could be game-changing for us. We're gonna go ahead and grab this. We're gonna see if we can't check out this tower. And then we are going to get moving on this. Clear this other mana node. Okay, we have some underground over here. Kinda wanna see what's south first, because I feel like it's less likely that rulers would be down here. And we have some astral echoes to pick up, which will be nice. There's so many mana nodes, it's insane. We're gonna be casting spells limitlessly. Alright, we're gonna get the storehouse. We get another, population soon. We need quarries, foresters, and granaries. I'll probably build the Evocator's Abode, and then I might go ahead and grab a forester. You grab the gold mine, which is fine. But I kind of want to box you in to where you expand this way. You won't be able to grab this yet if you upgrade. You are already level 3. Pact of Cooperation. Magic materials and resources can be traded, and they open their borders in a single turn. Negotiation succeeded. Awesome. Locking and shuffling research skills cost 50% less. And research city structures cost minus 25% gold and production to build. Or we can get basic seafaring. But yeah, this is kind of our only forester available. Ignored sector claim ×2. But we have the shared affinities, which is good. Okay, yeah, let's get the let's get this for the mana draft and production. That's gonna help us kind of all around. Let's go ahead and grab this. Puts us up to 100. And then you're gonna get a little more replenishment, which is cool. And then we can hit this next turn. So far, so good. Things are going swell. 3 turns until we can get another hero. Our income is doing fantastic. I'm gonna get an Arcanist going. Ooh, we do have a mana stash here we can grab. Let's go ahead and jump on into another fight. Manual combat! Okay, so he does have a heal, the wisps. Thankfully, we don't really have very many melee. Have to worry about that. Just out of range. Let's go ahead and end the turn. You better not kill my unit already. That would be so wild. Okay. What we can do. Probably hit these 2 units. So now we get that extra damage here. I don't know. We might lose these guys again. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. I might need to do this. And go for, that. Which I should have waited. If I knew I was gonna use that, I should have waited. Okay, we got the freeze, which is fantastic. You are gonna take some damage, but you should heal a little bit from lifesteal. And this should knock him down in entity, which will make him do less damage. We still might lose these guys, though. 21, 33. They don't have high hit chances, thankfully. We'll see what they decide to do. They might go for a heal. Okay, this is good. Should only get 1 attack. Nice. First retaliation to get that lifesteal going. They should survive. They should survive. Nice. Okay, let's pop this spell. hoping that you guys could finish. See if we can't get some hits here. Not horrible. Alright, this should be a guaranteed hit. So we'll take this. And then you guys can finish here. While you move up and engage these guys in melee. Take it. That lifesteal is so great. It's another ×2. This should finish here. And then you get a 90 to finish here, baby. Not a horrible fight. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, +1 defense. Not necessarily something we're looking for right now. We probably need some more healing. We could go ahead and do an outpost out here, though. That's what we could do. Get that going early. We have some foresters over here. Like we expand kind of here first, and then maybe expand this way, while you kind of take up this area. I kind of like that idea. We have so many, like, mana nodes in this area. If we can go here, I think. Build an outpost. Let's get that going early. Already a second city underway. Now we are gonna have to save up some Imperium. Let's grab that free mana. Okay, we're gonna want to heal some more with you. Enchanted Crow Companion. Can get evokers. Lightning Torrent. Enemy army spell. So this is before we go into combat, which could be handy. Or... but that's just melee units. And we only have 2 of those right now. I might go Lightning Torrent. I am going to start casting this Enchanted Crow Companion. Give us some more vision on our people here. Okay, we got a Lost Queen's Crypt, which gives us Corrupt Souls. That's the first Ancient Wonder we've spotted. Which we are a little far away from that. I suppose our third city could go down here if we really wanted it to. We have a couple mana nodes. We have a gold mine. We don't have, like, any iron deposits or gold mines here, but we have a ton of mana nodes and research post potential. Maybe we'll see what's further south. Alright, let's go ahead and end another turn. During an illustrious gathering to advance your political bonds with Helixhold, Zaylane boasts about her dancers. We of Helixhold may not have the military might of an empress, but the feline mystics have dancers who know no equal in this realm. Incited by the atmosphere and one drink too many, one of your courtiers rises up, claiming you are better. Empress Anu Archmage is the epitome of grace. Hick. She can dance the fabled dance of the 10,000 veils. Silence descends on the gathering. All look to you, expecting you to perform the famous dance. We can gain allegiance for gold or mana. Let's go for the gold. Hear that, drunkard? A coin to whoever makes him dance. Alright, what do we got going on down here? We do have another tower. Okay, they just cleared a mana node. Outpost founded. Yeah, off the rip. Found a city. Bring you on in. And we can't quite reach anyways, so we'll take this extra turn of replenishment. We can annex a province here. What do we need? We could use a quarry. Or do we just get the... We don't really need the mana right now. Maybe we just get this quarry instead. Get that iron deposit. Yeah, I like that. I might go for library next because our income seems to be doing fine. We're picking up plenty of mana. We're sitting good on gold. So I think I might get the library after this. Ah, we can get a hero though. A ritualist, a ranger, a defender, a death knight, or a ritualist. We do get level 3s here, but they're more expensive. I kind of want the defender or death knight so we can use that great axe. You're gonna have a lot of what? Farms, quarries, mana, and research posts. You could really have any of them. Recruit from Pantheon. What? Oh, that's so sick. But it costs Imperium to do so. Kaige-O, Sundrin, Yaka, Cageless, Decimus. Is everybody available? There's Kier. Neander. Arachna. Good old Gimli. We can get Turiel. Eadgard. We can get Lithal, aka Sundrin. That's super cool. I like that. But we can't really afford that right now, so... We have Trollkin, which is all about foresters, so we don't want you. Prospecting is all about gold mines, which, we're not gonna have many of those. Specialists, Fortifying. City structures grant stability. You have a fearmonger. Enemies rout and battle. We have recruiting, which could be solid. Slay a ruler and a hero in combat. We're probably not going to run into those anytime soon. An elitist. Reach level 12 and fight alongside the ruler for specialists. What kind of even specialist buildings do we have available right now? Channeling Tower, which counts as a conduit. And Mystic Abbey, which also counts as a conduit. Place near conduits or research posts. Place near conduits. Maybe we just go for Fortifying Governor. I mean, it's still gonna be a little while before we can get any of those bonuses. All of these bonuses kind of stink right now. We could go for a healer, but I want to use that great axe we got. A ranger would be nice. I like the rangers. I feel like we'll get fortifying first before specialists. What does this do? Recruiting governor does what? Plus 30 draft? But I don't want another caster right now. I want a melee lord. I think I'm just gonna pull the trigger here. Let's get you moving. And then we'll give you an extra defense, and we'll give you the Frost Great Axe. Sick! If we cancel you, you have a Sabertooth. But yeah, let's get this Frost Great Axe. I like it, I like it. Empire Development Skill. Whoa, we're going through this quick. It's because we have +6 Astral. Gain combat and world map casting points. That's pretty solid. An excavation. Alrighty, well before we end the turn, I just noticed we are quite a bit over time. We are gonna go ahead and end things here. I'm very excited for this run. I'm very excited to check out these scenarios. I'm still having a blast playing Age of Wonders 4. I hope you guys are still enjoying it. If you are enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like. If you're not, make sure to leave a dislike. But as always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.